I'm happy because I never pointed out that you say y'all all the time, but the
comments did. Yeah, like second video.
Yeah.
You don't have to point that out.
It's my favorite thing about Ethan ever. I picture these high fantasy characters wearing ornate armor, sitting on thrones made of sparkling jewels, and you walk in after your quest, and they're like, "How y'all doing?" It's my favorite thing.
I don't sound that bad. I'm just like, "What's up, y'all?"
It's my favorite thing.
All right.
Supposedly, the Southern drawl is the closest thing to, like...
What they sounded like in old England before America was America. Yeah. I read that, too. And now I just think of King Arthur being like, "Off with their heads, y'all!" King Arthur, that was the wrong name. Let's start doing Dungeons and Dragons.
Henry VIII?
Yes,
Please.
thank you.
Please.
All right. History lesson for today. The Southern drawl is the proper King's English.
Yeah.
And we're back. Verina's in the middle of a garden staring at a fountain that's flowing upside down. It's not upside down, but it is flowing upside down.
Okay. Is this like where, is this an end game? As in terms of like, have I stopped my ability to move forward?
No, you can continue. Like you are basically like you went through a hedge maze.
It's like poison ivy's a hedge mage.
It is a hedge mage.
Yeah.
It's a mage hedge.
A hedge maze.
A mage's hedge maze.
Yeah. So yeah, you and instead of going through the hedge maze, you just plowed through the center of it. And when you look back again, the wall forms back together.
Like the juggernaut, just raw.
So yeah, you're in the center, and right now you can kind of from like looking up at the greenhouse like walls and all that, you can estimate you're dead center in the garden.
Okay. And the water is flowing upward.
Yeah.
To a point at the top?
No, so it's like a fountain where it's got the small basins and bigger, and it keeps going big. Instead of the water coming out the top and flowing down, it's flowing this and up and then back down in.
Okay, well, I want to do a thing.
Okay. What thing are you going to do?
Of the things that you told me,
okay,
I'm going to do the first thing.
Okay, and you want to do it... Well, the first one you don't move. The second one you do. The first one's just kind of...
Oh, then the second thing.
The second thing? Okay. And you can do that up to 30 feet. It's your... Well, what's your movement speed? Is it 30?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's 25. 25?
We'll say you get 30 then.
Yeah, I'm going to do that thing.
So you're about 20 feet away from the fountain. And I'm assuming you're going to want to do it into the fountain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is sounding more and more obscene as it goes along. What are you going to do into the fountain?
So describe to me. You'll get the joy of doing this. Describe to me of what you do going into the fountain.
And then
we're waiting.
Okay, so I'm gonna just jump toward the fountain.
Yep. Okay. So not from a standstill. You're gonna leap towards it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And am I just like?
It just goes as soon as you activate it.
Okay.
Okay. So y'all don't, well. Yeah, y'all are going to be on a tour. But for all the viewers at home, this is what happens to Verina, and y'all out of character. So Verina runs and jumps towards the fountain, and then disappears.
Okay.
What she's really doing is basically vaporizing into water molecules and blending with the air.
Oh.
And then I'm assuming you do it into the fountain, and then are you going to come back up?
Yep.
Okay, and then just from the fountain, a form of Verina flows from the water into a solid form.
I'm going up and down.
Okay, and then you're gonna just keep going up
Yeah.
and down. All right. And then she travels the stream, just having a good old time.
You are the dancing waters at Disney World.
Okay. And the headmaster was like, "All right, well, let's get the tour started." Sekt, anywhere in particular you'd like to, go for old time's sake? I mean, we could get the tour guide in, but he's a little boring, actually.
Oh, I remember. Show him the fun stuff.
Okay, the fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Actually, coincidentally, we do have a wizards battle going on right now. Would y'all like to see that?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
more than anything ever.
For sure. Why wouldn't we want to see that?
Okay, well, let's go. We'll pick up some popcorn on the way. Why not?
I'm starting to like this place. This place is neat.
All right, so he goes towards his door. He opens up his door, and as he opens up, you hear like a crowd going already. And he steps through and waves down, and then a popcorn. And he pulls up popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And then hold your hands out. Bag of popcorn or a container of popcorn appears in each of y'all's hands.
This place is amazing.
What do I do with this?
You eat it. It's food.
Ooh.
Very.
It's kettle cooked.
You know what I want.
And then pulls up what you want. What is it that you're getting?
It's a big pretzel.
Okay. Your popcorn turns into a big pretzel. And then y'all looking around at the the crowd is up and like roaring, but there are no seats around. Everyone's just kind of there are a few seats around, and it's mainly you see the people that don't have any trim on. So you're from what you've seen, like they're like the first years, they're all sitting down on the ground. However, everyone else is kind of like they've made a grandstand like of themselves, like in the middle of the air. They're all floating.
Cool.
And so the headmaster kind of speaks a little incantation, touches all of y'all, and then you all start floating. Like you all start floating. He's like, "Oh yeah, let's go and get a good seat."
What kind of float? Now, is this like I can walk on invisible platforms floating, or is this like I can fly around?
You can fly around.
I go flying the hell around,
Okay.
Ethan.
See-
I've never been able to do magic stuff before. He says, okay, you guys can go. I start doing loop-de-loops in the air.
Okay, first time.
I want to buzz the crowd. What does the ring look like? Because now you have my pro wrestling fan ass wondering what a wizard's duel looks like in the middle anyway.
It is currently it's sand right now. There are no combatants in the ring currently, so it's just a big like old school like gladiatorial sand pit.
Sweet. I just
now.
start tearing around the outside, just flying around, laughing my head off. Yeah, wee!
He's a simpleton.
Well, would we all could be that and get such entertainment from such small things?
I fly past
See-
you. Are you guys seeing this?
Well, yes, we are. Anyway, shall we take our seats?
This popcorn is fantastic.
Well, thank you. It's actually made to be magically the best popcorn ever
Ah,
because it's kettle corn. And anyone else that says anything different is wrong.
another.
Peppercorn isn't that good.
Yeah, DM wants the smoke.
Are you still trapped in the garden?
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
He is enjoying himself.
Too much worrying about Verina.
So y'all fly up towards the y'all get really good seats. The headmaster kind of pushes through everyone and gets right up front.
Save me a seat.
Okay, he kind of moves someone.
That little kid. Get the fuck out of here, Timmy.
And as you finish, flying
I
around.
floop down as soon as it
down.
looks like a fight's about to start.
Yeah, like kind of, everyone kind of like starts.
That was awesome,
and
guys.
Trumpets appear out of nowhere, and just like you hear like a trumpeting fanfare. And
It's a great trumpet.
The trumpet guy sounds sick.
Release the spit valve, sir.
and a door opens on the left side, and rocks come flying out first, and kind of coat about, well, like a semicircle on one half of the ring, and then out steps. He looks like a senior member. He has like the silver piping of a senior classman, and then next to that also is like a brown piping, and you recognize that as the piping of a senior level geomancer. Thus all the rocks, and then another door, another dimensional door opens up, and out floods water, and it's just kind of hovering there in the middle air. It doesn't want to touch the dirt. And then out steps, it's silver, and then like a deep blue. And this is obviously an aquamancer. And the headmaster kind of like floats up to the center. And he goes, well, we have here another wizards battle going on.
What are their names?
Put the GM on the spot, why don't you?
How far away are you?
The rock guy looks cool.
He like holds up a fist and like. The rock guy's name is Lee.
Lee.
Rock Lee.
Yeah, I'm on the spot. Hush. Oh. And then the water guy's name is. Screw it. We're just copyright all over the place. We're gonna go with Sokka because now he can actually do something besides give quips.
The one water tribe member who doesn't bend water, and that's the one you name the waterbender after.
Why not?
That's
Why
awesome.
not?
I'm fine with it.
It's my world. He gets his comeuppance.
This one, Avatar, not DBZ. Avatar.
I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah,
Avatar.
I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for it, but I'm with you on this.
Right.
Avatar is better than DBZ.
The Last Airbender is better than Dragon
Yeah,
Ball.
the-
That's a true story.
Although,
Come at me. At Man
Avatar
Ray.
isn't technically an anime.
True.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
The rock guy still looks cool. Go Lee.
and he like the headmaster kind of like whips up a lot of wind just for like theatrics, and then kills it. And then as he does, it just both of them. The rock guy picks up a chunk of rock, and they both throw. He throws a rock, and then the water guy kind of does a thin stream of water and sends it through the rock, and it goes through the rock and shatters open. And
I am marking out. I'm just like, this is amazing.
well, like after
your
the
arms.
explosion, like
Like Kermit the Frog.
after the explosion of the rock happens and everything splits and the dust is going down, you see on the left side the rock guy has pulled rock around him into like a golem suit, and the water guy has done the same. And he's now, it looks eerily similar to the creature that formed around the commander and attacked y'all.
I stopped cheering quite as hard.
And then they just kind of like charge at each other.
Oh, this is an intense battle.
Good thing that wasn't coffee.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh man.
We're back to the fountain.
Okay. Well, when you said that it goes down, did you just mean that it goes back down into itself?
Yeah. It's just like a fountain setup, but it doesn't have the actual like tubes or anything like that. It's all done like magically. So instead of it flowing down and then pumping it back up, it's magic is pulling it up and then just letting gravity bring it back down.
Right, but it's not connected to anywhere else.
No, it fountains itself.
Okay. Then I want to get out and keep running.
Okay, so you pop out and then keep running through. There is it's like a circle, except for the side out to the east, where there is an opening in the center of the hedge maze.
I'm gonna go there.
You're gonna go through the center. Okay, and it kinks right. Kinks left.
That's fine. I'll do that. I'll go left.
Okay, and coming around. And you've got, you see, like, the first path is a little bit after you come around the bend. But it's not, like, in line to, like, center. It kind of goes off to, like, one corner, like, direction. It kind of kinks that way.
Okay, I'll go that way.
Okay, you go that way. And then it comes down off the side a little bit, and all one path. and then you're coming around, and then it branches 2 ways. You can keep going, or there's a branch out to the right.
I'll go to the branch out.
Okay. And also you continue going until you get out of the maze.
Okay.
Well, you get to where like you feel like there's like the edge of the maze just from like looking around, and go ahead and push through the hedge.
Oh my god. That's a natural 1. It's going to look like Ace Ventura when he comes out of the rhino.
Hey, Chaz. Aren't you lucky?
Why am I?
You get to reroll
Oh, I
ones.
am
God, why
lucky.
did you continue? You should have just let him hang on. Why am I lucky?
It's a 9.
Okay.
Or a
So
10.
what was funny was when you rolled a 1, so did I.
Oh.
So you go to charge through, you start tripping, and the hedge just opens up for you. And you go, oh, okay, and then you just dive straight through. You are outside of the hedge maze. You're still in the garden, however. It's just a long area of rose bushes. There are paths, like it's like columns of rose bushes. So there are paths all that you can go.
Have I lost complete bearings when it comes to knowing which way I came in?
You came in like directly behind you. It's a straight shot behind you.
So if I go, I'll go back the way I came in.
So you're gonna go just trek back. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's gonna take a while, but we'll let you get back.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't want to go back through the maze. I just meant like, am I in a position where I can go one way or the other?
Yeah. You're actually nearer towards the exit on the other end of the garden than you are.
Oh, well, then I want to go. I just want to keep moving.
Yeah, it's just rose bushes from here on out.
Okay,
that
yeah.
you can go through. Okay.
Deadly rose bushes.
I'll continue on then.
Okay.
Onward.
The roses, like the actual heads, like move with you, but they haven't actually reached out to attack you or anything like that. They don't seem violent yet. However, speaking of violence, we're back to a wizard's battle. So they have been. It's a very physical battle that's been going on right now. A lot less of like using the materials to throw at each other. Now they're like in golem form, just wailing on each other.
This is still awesome, but why does that thing look like what the commander looked like?
So
That's just what
as
they
they're
do.
like wailing on each other, and like bits of rock and bits of water are flying off everywhere.
Is it like a Gallagher show? People have covers they hold up.
Covers, yeah.
I'm old. The Gallagher reference.
So they both come like the Sokka's coming over for like an overhand like right hook, and then Lee's coming under for an uppercut, and it kind of the Headmaster Barry he looks at you and goes, "Hey, watch this," and he waves his hand a little bit, and they go in slow mo.
That's
and
awesome.
You just see the slow mo happening. And
Are
then,
we in slow mo now?
No, y'all are in real time. They're in slow mo. And
This is awesome.
it's just coming up, and you see that Lee is going for the gut, and right before the impact, the Barry pulls it, and they come back to real time, and you see the water comes over Lee's head, and Lee comes straight to the center of Sokka's gut and punches him out of his rock suit or his water suit. The water dissipates.
Yeah.
And then the water dissipates onto the ground. Give me perception checks. As
7.
19.
22.
okay, so you are focused on watching Sokka flying back, and then you see coming from the sides there's a lot of rocks coming towards like Sokka's like position as he's flying backwards. Both of y'all see the water doesn't hit the ground. And it's like right at right above the sand.
Yeah.
And you see rocks come together and forming almost like a ball. It looks like he's trying to encase his opponent in the rock.
I scream out, "Rock on!"
The water, as y'all are watching it, slices up and through the rock suit. The rock suit falls, and you look, and the wizard himself is all like sliced up, like on his whole body.
Oh no! Oh fuck!
As you see the rocks like coming together, they fall, and then the Lee himself falls as well.
Like dead?
No, not dead.
Okay.
It's not to the death. Oh god, that'd be terrible. But he falls, and the headmaster.
Oh, I start booing, boo!
And he is gives a rousing, rouses up everyone for a rousing fanfare to everyone, and then lifts up because he's unconscious now. He lifts up Lee, and then draws a little portal, and then y'all can see from like the opening of the portal, it looks like a medic room, and then he just and then closes the portal up. And then, roses go out, all the nice fanfare for Sog. He's enjoying it. He's a little beaten up and weary as well.
That must be what all those rose bushes are for.
Maybe.
That was awesome. Did you do that when you were in school?
A few times.
Did you? That's awesome.
Why don't you get out there and
For
fight somebody?
everybody else.
Because I don't have magic.
All right.
Well, I mean, we might be able to get maybe a first or second year if you would like. It's unorthodox, but you're our guests.
Would you teach me magic, or do I just get to use the magic of old Cece here?
Kind of looks. If you're gonna look at. She doesn't seem very magical to me, but if you say she is.
She's very good at the sleep spell.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Oh no.
Would you like to fight someone?
I want to see the armor fight someone. You know magic, right?
I do. I'll just float down to the battlefield.
Awesome.
Okay.
And start stretching.
You're not here. Awesome. Who's your top fighter? Because from what I know, Clangy
Chrom.
down there. Clang, right?
Chrom.
Clang.
Sure.
Yeah. The armor down there, very powerful, and I know she likes having a challenge. You should get her someone who's going to put her to the test.
Give me a deception check.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I'm doing high knees, just warming up. Butt kicks.
15 plus. Oh yeah, 20.
Okay.
I'm a good liar.
I rolled a 2.
Beautiful.
Very powerful.
She's from a different realm, and she was bragging about being the #1 wizard in her realm.
The Shadow Realms!
See? She calls it out like a battle cry.
Indeed. Well then, I guess we have no other choice but to bring our top student.
That's fantastic. I hope they're good enough that they have their own theme music.
Bum, ba-da,
That's what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, the headmaster actually does and that John Cena's theme starts playing.
Fantastic.
And he goes, well, it might be a little unorthodox, but our top wizard actually, he has a craft that, we've never seen before. And the doors just kind of bust open. And in walks this jacked dude. Yes. While most practice maybe, the elements or rocks or water or anything like that, our top man is a muscle wizard.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We're very happy to have you along our campaign journey. And just remember that we are going to do this weekly every Saturday, so you'll be able to see this happen next week and catch up with the campaign.